Where do we come from?
Well, it's been 2 days. Let's go meet up with Yelan. Woo!
Into the wind!
Well done, you two. Right on time. The day after we infiltrated the storage facility, the Dark Financiers see that ship? It's the one Dodamani dispatched to transport the goods. It operates under the guise of a joint passenger.
Whoa! That's one huge boat! Paimon can see all the goods piled up on the pier. Seems like...
Thinking 2 steps ahead? If Corday and Dodamani think the authorities are onto them, it's possible the goods they're sending to Lumidus Harbor are but we need to be careful. Several members of the crew have confessed that a veteran treasure hoarder known as an escaped convict, Scamface is a master of staying hidden. I'll circle the area to draw Scamface's attention. Remember to keep a low profile.
Yeah!
All set? All right, we'll meet back up here once you're...
no fakes. These people are definitely anxious to get their... But did you see the strange markings on some of them?
Good work. As for the auction, Officer Edler was able to gather some useful intel too. We're almost certain their target is the auction taking place at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days. The markings you meant, I think we're looking at a treasure hoarder insignia. Based on the port manifest, it looks like the marked goods include fertilizer from Sumeru, local fireworks, soap, and perfume.
So, nothing special then? Just some farming products and everyday necessities?
Fertilizer, soap, and perfume. No, there's something going on there. Might be risky, but I'm gonna investigate on board and hitch a ride to Fontaine while I'm at it. Well, you've proved yourselves so far, so I don't see a problem with that. So make sure you're prepared.
Excuse me, passengers. Due to limited space in the cargo hold, we've been forced to store some of the goods on the deck. We apologize.
Please, no need to apologize for your success in business. I just hope it rubs off on the rest of us.
It looks like all the goods marked with Scamface's insignia have Corday listed as the shipper. Dodamani is in the cargo hold, likely making sure all the goods are in place for delivery.
Are they inspecting something?
Here, take this cipher. It should help you figure out their coded message. This is the plan. While I distract Corday and Dodamani, you two invest by all means.
Huh? Wait! You're just...
Excuse me, gentlemen, but have we met? You're Mr. Corday, a famous antique collector in the Quartier Lyonnais, correct?
Huh? The Dice Master of Yenshang Tea House. Yes, I had an absolutely delectable cup of tea there once. One can hardly leave Yenshang Tea House without...
Yes, that must be it. Well, looks like we ran into each other at the perfect time. I'm heading to Fontaine on vacation, someplace I could find an exquisite tea set.
You?
Ah, does this gentleman have an interest in tea set?
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yelon. I'm also heading to Fontaine for travel.
Yep. Yelon is actually talking to them. Are we? All right. Then let's go somewhere out of their line of sight so we can start investigating those boxes. What's with the strong smell coming from these boxes? Must be a bunch of stuff mixed together. And there's a strange note. But Paimon can't... Yelon really thinks of everything, huh? But, you know how to use this thing, right? Well, what does it say? Blowing up the ship? Are they nuts? Paimon thought this was about getting the authorities off their tails, not drawing even more attention. Okay, Yelon, there are innocent people on this ship. We need to find and disarm those
Wind Strider! One with nature.
That's all the bombs on the deck. What about the cargo hold?
Already taken care of. Good work, you two. You stayed calm?
Yelan! Honestly, it's all thanks to you. Wait a sec. We're at Corday and Dodamani.
Recovering from the shock, I would imagine. Suddenly finding out that you're being targeted by a dangerous...
Indeed. To think such evil exists in this world.
Well, no need to fear. I'll alert. Your cargo will also need to be handed over to the authorities for inspection, Mr. Corday. So, if I may, where are your goods heading, Mr. Corday?
To the Hotel de Boer for an auction in 2...
Ah, then rest assured. The Maison Gardiennage is full of diligent...
Our sincerest...
You scared the life out of Paimon, Yelan!
It's not a question of if, Paimon. I'm sure they caught on. Now we can be sure the Dark Financier is getting desperate. He needs to get rid of anything that could be traced back to him. So, you blow up the ship. The last thing he wanted was for the goods to make it to the auction. But now he could choose not to send one of his agents to the auction and let his goods... It would only be a matter of time before the buyer realized at best, the Dark Financier has to find a new kind of moral laundering scheme. At worst, he loses one of his last reliable agents and... Exactly. Our trail of evidence remains intact.
Okay, so...
Don't worry. I'm sure that we're in the home stretch. And taking advantage of this, Officer Edler already has an informant. I'll meet you at the Hotel de Boer.
Are you going to hold a festival? Up and away! Hup. Hup. Hup.
Stay close and you will live.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
Yes.